those papers belong? That is a tornado. Look at all the papers over there.
There.
That's a tornado. Yeah, leaves.
Yeah, but look, it's picking it up.
That's fantastic.
This is spectacular. This is spectacular. We have debris thousands of feet in the air. There are flash fires on all the high-tension wires. We're about 3/4 of a mile from the actual touchdown at this time. This is really spectacular.
The experience is always the same when a tornado does its death dance right before your eyes. Puts the meaning back into the word awesome. Tornadoes average about 140 yards in diameter, but some are a mile wide. There may be several mini tornadoes around the main funnel, like a chorus line of destruction. Maximum wind speeds within a tornado may be up to 300 miles per hour. Some hardly move at all. Some race across the land at 75 miles per hour. They last about 10 minutes on average. But in 1917, one stayed on the ground for over 7 hours and destroyed everything in its path for nearly 300 miles. There's already a lot of violence in a thunderstorm before a tornado forms. Updrafts up to 100 miles per hour created by moist, rising air. Strong downdrafts from the drag of falling rain, hail, or snow. Add rotation to the updraft, and a tornado may form. The rotation may be provided by winds feeding into the thunderstorm from different directions. Then, like a spinning skater, pulling in his arms, the rotation becomes tighter and tighter, and faster and faster.
Tornadoes extend high up in the clouds. A few of the very strong tornadoes extend up to the top of the cloud, and a satellite looking down at them might even pick out the swirl in the cloud that's visible in the overshooting area of the tall towers. So we can have a rotation, a tornado, a strong vortex that's as much as 50 or 60,000 feet tall in the extreme.
Tornadoes can occur on nearly every continent. But as you can see, the United States gets the most by far. It's caused by our unique geography. Cold air masses from Canada, dry air down the slopes of the Rockies, and warm, moist air from ocean surfaces. About 700 tornadoes a year are reported in the United States. Like apple pie and the 4th of July, tornadoes are typically American. Once in a while, those geographic conditions combine with a huge unstable mass of air. The result? A terrible swarm of tornadoes sweeping across state after state. April 3rd, 1974 was one of those times. In the space of 12 hours, 125 tornadoes struck in 11 different states. The worst hit? Xenia, Ohio, Brandenburg, Kentucky, Monticello, Indiana, and Gwinn, Alabama. By midnight, a total of 303 people were dead, 5,400 injured. This tornado hit Minneapolis in 1986. People watched it live on TV as it was happening. They saw what a relatively small tornado can do. Those are whole trees being thrown into the air. The Vegeta-Pearson scale of damage rates tornado strength from F1 to F5. This was only an F2, but it did over $500,000 in property damage in the 30 minutes it was on the ground. But warnings were issued and no one was injured.
Right now, most of the tornado warnings that are issued after the fact, after a sighting, because it is such a rare event and it's so difficult to forecast ahead of time. You really have no real tool to say, well, this thunderstorm is going to have a tornado and that one's not and this one is. So we rely heavily on spotters, and right now, because the old cliche that the human eye is still our best tornado detection tool.
Deaths in tornadoes occur when tornadoes strike without warning. However, here in Wichita Falls, Texas on April 10, 1979, the warnings were issued. Sykes Shopping Center was right in the path of the tornado. The shoppers inside knew the tornado was approaching, but tragically didn't know what to do about it. Panic ruled. Shoppers tried to run to their cars to escape the storm. They were killed in the parking lot as automobiles were tossed like toothpicks. In all, 44 people died that evening in Wichita Falls, most of them at the shopping center. It's always safest when a tornado approaches to stay indoors. Get into the basement or an interior room like a closet or bathroom. Stay away from glass and cover yourself with a mattress if you can. Tornadoes are killers and no one is immune. In Part 4, another deadly element, the downburst. For the Weather Channel, I'm Dennis Smith.